ask you this. So, how big? I'm not going to ask you is wide receiver a concern because it should be. How big of a
Yeah.
concern is wide receiver? Cedric Tillman not able to go in some of the OTA drills. Can you see Andrew Berry making a trade?
Yeah, I definitely think so. It's one of those things where we don't get a lot of injury information like in OTAs, like we will in training camp and like regular practices come the season. So I don't know for sure about like, is Cedric Tillman? Maybe it's just one of those things where he's working every other day because there's a minor ankle issue or whatever. We don't know the severity of it. He's out there at practice, like not like away with trainers or anything like that. So there's like a little bit of optimism for me. And maybe he was practicing when the media hasn't been there. So I'm not too concerned yet about Cedric Tillman. But if Cedric Tillman has an issue going forward, I'm even more concerned about the wide receiver room. Because for me right now, it's Jerry Jeudy, who I think looks really good, looks like he did last year. I'm very excited to see what he can do. If they can give him consistent quarterback play, like it doesn't even have to be that great, just more consistent than it was to start and end last year, like it was with Watson and DTR. I think he can have a massive year. But after that, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of like, I like Cedric Tillman and what he can be, but if he's not available, then I'm really concerned. I also like Jamari Thrash and what he can be, but he has like 7 career targets. And Deontay Johnson is like, he can still separate as the lead route runner. We haven't even seen him at OTA. So, like, it's definitely one of those things where I think, we always talk about like, oh, you answer every phone call and you check about availability for everybody that's disgruntled. Andrew Berry, I think, is probably doing all of his homework that just in case they get into camp and they say, okay, yeah, what we got here, the hope, the upside, it's not enough. We got to go get something else.
Yeah, and again, Deontay Johnson. I'm hoping there's a reason he hasn't been there. It's not that he's kind of taken this as, I'll get there and I'll take it. There needs to be a little bit more of an urgency from him, at least in my mind.